This video is brought to you by...
What's up, kings and queens? It's your girl, Charlotte Moore. As always, we give thanks for another day, you dig? So as the CEO and founder of Motivational More, we take pride in working with incredible creative entrepreneurs. And today, we are shooting a campaign for cool green clothing founded by the one and only AC Green. So the vibrational energy of this line is all about street vibes, a growth mindset, hustle. So today, we are highlighting this, guys, the Baltimore Cool Green Snapback. How cute is this? Look at this. So we're going to have so much fun on the shoot. And I'm telling you, follow cool green clothing. It's so important for us to support our entrepreneurs. There's so much talent in Baltimore. And as a creative entrepreneur myself, I know how hard it is. And I love to see just people going out there and going for their dreams. So let's get it. Bless up.
What's going on, YouTube fam? It's your boy Tony 2 times, and we back with another episode of the Baltimore Way, man. Before I start, be sure to tap that like button. Definitely watch this video to the end here to full story and all the details in the case. For the day one fam, y'all already know it's all love. Thanks for tuning back into another episode. If you're new to the channel and you feeling the content, feel free to subscribe. Definitely hit that notification bell so you can be notified every time we drop a new video. Let's get right into the story. Mental health has been a big discussion lately, especially in the black community. With showing any signs that you are having problems dealing with or navigating life is considered being weak-minded. But with a rise of violence all over, even in so-called safe environments, people are starting to wonder if people's mental stability is good out here. High prices all over, a lot of people barely getting by, coming out of being in a pandemic, locked down for years. Also, certain substances that are sending individuals into another world. Whether it be pills, fent, certain grass, people actually smoking K2 straight out of gas stations, when it clearly says, do not consume. So with everything going on around us, it's easy to become desensitized or gain a false sense of reality. I tell my wife, we are all one bad day away or decision to being gone or in prison. We all have crazy thoughts in our heads and feelings. The difference is some know how to push them thoughts out of their mind and others act on it. But in certain situations, the incident might seem so wild or out of the ordinary, it leaves more questions than answers. Like, was it really mental health, an ongoing issue, or just evil? And on this episode of the Baltimore Way, we will be discussing a case involving a man who admitted to slaying his own aunt and her boyfriend. Back in 2018, 30-year-old Tavon Bryant was trying to survive in Baltimore, just like most people in the inner cities all over America. He had a few run-ins with police on robbery charges, guns, and drug possession, which landed him a 12-year suspended sentence on probation. His aunt, Ms. Rona Bryan, was 54 years old. Born in 1963 in Baltimore, she prided herself on cooking, dressing, but more importantly, looking out for her family. She would meet a gentleman later on in life named Clyde Burrell. 12 years her senior, Clyde was born on October 9th, 1951 in West Virginia. Nicknamed June by family and friends, he would land in Baltimore early on in life. After high school, becoming a crane operator at Bethlehem Steel and Sparrows Point, then later a mechanic. Rona and Clyde met after someone introduced the two, and from the beginning, they instantly clicked, starting a blended family and settling down eventually in East Baltimore. Rona, being all about family, allowed Tavon to live in her and Clyde's home in the basement. Over the years, Tavon was said to fight with substance abuse, but was trying to get himself together. But on April 16th, 2018, things would take a turn for the worse. It was a Monday afternoon when BPD was alerted of shots going off in the 1700 block of East Federal Street. As they entered the home, they found both Rona and Clyde shot in their heads. They were unfortunately already gone at the scene. As they started investigating and talking to neighbors, they discovered the couple had Rona's nephew living with them as well. And once detectives got the name, They knew exactly who Tavon was because of his run-ins with them. As family came by the house, they were in shock. One person stated she had came by earlier that day, smelled some grass in the air in the basement, but she thought nothing about it. Police started looking for Tavon to ask some questions. Once located and taken to homicide, Tavon admitted to shooting his aunt and Clyde, even taking police to the gun, in which he hid a few blocks away under a mattress that was outside. He was then charged with 2 counts of first-degree murder and firearm charges, and taken to central bookings held without bail. But there was still no motives in the shooting. Tavon's mental health started coming into question as he went to court dates. As he was being evaluated, he told experts he used to get high, but was clean at the time of the incident for about 3 weeks. He never named a drug of choice, but it was questions whether Tavon had a psychotic episode and snapped out of reality briefly. Other people who examined Tavon felt like he took something that day that took him into a different mindset, not being in control of his actions. Stating in a police interview, he seemed a little thrown off, and even after being arrested, it took almost 2 weeks for certain symptoms to go away, so they concluded he was more than likely on some kind of drug. As the case made the trial, no motive ever came up, and why a young man would take the life of his aunt and her long-term boyfriend, who gave him a place to live. Tavon's attorneys was fighting for an NCR, or not criminally responsible, because of his mind being altered at the time. But prosecutors argued that in the state of Maryland, you could plead insanity or for NCR, but not if you took a substance by choice to alter your mental. Basically saying he was the reason for the psychotic episode from what he took. With a full confession and weapon, Tavon was eventually convicted of all charges regarding the murders of his aunt and Mr. Clyde, but it's unclear how much time he received. Rest in peace to Ms. Rona and Mr. Clyde. I send my deepest prayers and condolences to the family. This case leaves way more questions than answers, with the only motive being an episode. I'm not sure if Tavon had mental issues in the past, but your own aunt who was helping you, allowing you to live with her, that's wild. I guess certain things take people down a dark place. I want to know what y'all think about this situation. Was it mental health, some kind of narcotic, or other issues? Remember, definitely be respectful. Yeah, man, crazy story. Rest in peace to Miss Rona, Mr. Clyde. Messed up situation, She gave her nephew a place to stay. I think Tavon had a little bit more issues going on, but I don't think nobody was ever concerned about his mental health. They trying to say he allegedly took something that altered his mindset. But I ain't gonna talk y'all head off with this one. I wanna know what y'all think. Definitely leave it in the comments. I appreciate you if you made it to the end. Y'all already know it's all love, fam. This is another episode of the Baltimore Way. It's your boy Tony 2 times. I'm out.